Hi everybody, I wanted to come back and finish up this last problem on our Dalton's Law and mole fractions screencast. For problem number 3, we have a container. It's got 3 gases in it, and we have 0.5 moles of methane, which is CH4, zero point 0.6 moles of ethane, which is C2H6, and some unknown amount of propane, which is C3H8. All right, they were all put into the same container that had a volume of 10 liters, and at a temperature of 23 degrees Celsius, the total pressure was measured to be 4.43 atmospheres. Calculate the partial pressures of each gas in the container. All right, so let's see what we know first. All right, we've got a volume value here of 10 liters. All right, we also have a temperature of 23 degrees Celsius, which we know by now we have to have in Kelvin. So we add 273. We have a Kelvin temperature of 296. And then the total pressure of all 3 of those gases within that container is 4.43 atmospheres. All right, what else do we know? Well, we know the moles of methane, which is CH4, is 0.50 moles, right? We also know that the moles of ethane, which is C2H6, is 0.6 moles. All right, we do not know the moles of propane. So the moles of propane, C3H8, is an unknown. All right, and we're asked to calculate partial pressure. So if we think about partial pressure, we know that we can look at it in terms of the mole fraction. So the mole fraction of anything, I'm just going to use an A here for generalization, is equal to its partial pressure divided by the total pressure within the container. All right, so if we look, we know that total pressure, and the partial pressure of A we can't really get to as is, but that mole fraction could also be written as the moles of A divided by the total moles. All right, so I do know some information about some of the moles. I have the moles of 2 of the 3, and if there were a way to figure out these total moles, then I could use this formula and do some cross multiplication. So I think this is going to be my plan of attack. I'm going to use the formula I boxed in. I'm going to be solving for this, which means I need to know these 3 numbers. I have total pressure and I have some of my partial moles, so I got to get total moles. Well, and that's where these 3 values are going to come in. That's a volume, a temperature, and a pressure. And I could use the ideal gas law to find those total moles. Because remember, P times V equals N times R times T. And if I think of it in terms of totals, the total pressure times the volume is equal to the total moles within the container times R times T. So that's what I'm going to do first. So 4.43 atmospheres for that pressure, 10 liters for the volume. My unknown will be my moles, 0.0821 atmospheres. Fix that, sorry. Atmospheres times liters over moles times Kelvin, and then we have a temperature of 296 K. All right, so the total moles of gas within this container is going to be equal to 1.82 moles. All right, so that's total moles. And if we look back up here at our formula, that's going to get us this total moles down on the bottom, and I have 2 of my 3 partial moles. And I think that's going to be enough, because if I can figure out the partial pressure of 2 of the 3, then I can use Dalton's law to find the third. All right, so I'm going to change colors just so you can see the difference here. All right, so I'm going to start by looking for the partial pressure of CH4. I know the total pressure is 4.43 atmospheres. And according to the problem, I have 0.5 moles of CH4, and I just calculated I have 1.82 total moles within the container. So if I cross multiply, my partial pressure of methane within that container should be 1.22 atmospheres. So there's your partial pressure for methane. All right, now I'm going to move on to ethane. Same general idea. The partial pressure of C2H6 divided by my total pressure, which is 4.43 atmospheres, is going to be equal to the moles of ethane, which the problem told us was 0.6, divided by the total moles within the container, which is 1.82. So I'm going to cross multiply again, and I'm going to find that the partial pressure of my ethane within that container is 1.46 atmospheres. All right. So I've got two of the three partial pressures, and I'm going to use Dalton's law to finish this up. All right. So the total pressure, 4.43 atmospheres. Sorry about that. Atmospheres is equal to, I'm sorry, I'm running out of room, but 1.22 atmospheres plus 1.46 atmospheres plus the partial pressure of our propane, C3H8. All right, so if I add the 1.22 and the 1.46 together and then subtract them from 4.43, I find that the partial pressure of my propane is going to be equal to 1.75 atmospheres. That seems a little high to me, but okay. All right, maybe check that work, make sure that's okay. All right, so that's obviously one way to do it. We could have also used this N total that we found right here. Oops, here. And we could have found this number, all right, and if we found the partial moles of ethane, then we could have just found the partial pressure directly using this same formula that we did before. As a matter of fact, maybe we should do that. That might not be a bad idea. All right, just to check. All right, so let's try that. So the partial pressure of C3H8 over the total pressure of 4.43 atmospheres is going to be equal to the moles of C3H8. All right, and if we look, that's going to be 1.82 minus 0.5 minus 0.6. So that's going to be 1.22 moles of C3H8 divided by 1.82 total moles. All right, so then we cross multiply that, and then we divide by 1.82, and we get, whoops, I did that wrong. Sorry about that. I did something wrong there. 0.5 plus 0.6 minus. Sorry about this. This is why I usually do all these calculations ahead of time so that then I don't have a problem. Oh, here's my problem. I have this number is wrong. It should not be 1.22. It should be 0.72. All right, so then multiply that by the total pressure and then divide by the total moles. And then we get 1.75. So the partial pressure of C3H8 is in fact 1.75 atmospheres. So you can see there are two different ways to find the answer to this problem. Either way is acceptable. It's up to you, whichever one you want to do. If you have any questions, please let me know.